Alright, andito na kami ngayon sa Mall of Asia. Nakapila na kami sa entrance ng Concert Grounds. We are about to experience our first drive-in movie. So, ipapalabas ay favorite ni Janice, yung genre. This is Train to Busan, Peninsula. So of course they have to comply with the IATF guidelines. They're doing a temperature check. So they're documenting everything, of course. Thank you so much.
Ito po yung drive-in kit nila, ma'am. With menu po. And contact tracing form. I-present po natin ito paglabas po natin. Then, radio frequency. Yung ziplock, ma'am, dito po natin nalagay yung phone natin and yung dashboard po bago po mag-start yung movie. Then, i-set po siya ng guide. Thank you po.
Thank you. Radio frequency 88.5. Oh, may po burger. Contact. Oh, to place your order, you contact this number and then you can choose from a variety of meals. So snacks, I would say, not meals.
So anong radio frequency natin dyan?
The radio frequency is 88.5. So this ziplock should be put in the dashboard. There's a contract tracing form that we must all fill up. And then by the exit, kukunin nila. Ilan po sila sa car?
We are four. So SM Cinema is generous enough to provide us with food. Wow!
While watching the movie po.
Thank you.
Next step po for your parking slot, ma'am. Next step po. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you. Alright, so our parking slot is
C15, sir.
C15.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is how much a VIP we are. There are people in every corner telling us what to do, where to go, and giving us food. So, this is the first ever drive-in in Metro Manila. And we see that in the next how many months, this is going to be the in thing. So,
Yes.
it's SM pioneering this drive-in movie thing. And it's so seamless. Well, the sun's still out, but it's very much seamless. It seems that all the executives are here trying to see the process, that everything goes well, because all the visitors today are VIPs like us.
Like us. Alright, so we got these goodie bags from SM Cinema. At ito ang laman. So we have popcorn. Syempre may water. It's really cold. And maybe, baka hotdog to. There's also hotdog.
Ang wala lang dito would be the rules. Diba online, we saw the rules na you have to close the engine for...
Angulo. Thank you for the suggestion. So, sinabihan kami na to park our car at an angle so we have a better view of the screen. So that is the screen right there. It's a huge screen actually. I think the ones in the cinema, there are larger screens, I think. IMAX is larger than that. But that is a huge screen. And we are on the third row. This is C, which is I think a good spot. So this is the SM Cinema drive-in. I kept saying drive-through cinema. It's not a drive-through cinema because we're staying, so it's a drive-in cinema. Sorry about that. And they asked us to accomplish this form. This is the contact tracing form. Hi guys, good evening. We are here at the SM MOA Concert Grounds to experience a first in the Philippines and a first in Metro Manila specifically. This is SM Cinema's drive-in cinema here at SM MOA, and we were fortunate enough to have been invited. This is the launch of the SM Drive-in Cinema, and today they are screening Peninsula Train to Busan 2. And I'm here with my friends. This is our vehicle. We are parked here at the C15 slot, and the screen is behind me over there, as you can see. It's a very large screen, but of course we're quite far from the screen, so it's not as big as from inside a car. We are tuned in to 88.5 FM, and that's how we are able to listen to the audio of the movie. And it is 6:17. The movie will start exactly at 6:45, and there are already a lot of cars here, a lot of very important people, a lot of media. because of course SM Cinema is launching this today. Starting tomorrow until the end of the week, they will start to collect tickets, start to sell tickets rather, and I understand it will be 400 pesos per head and maximum of 4 persons inside a car, and you still have to comply with the IATF guidelines on mask wearing. Also, no persons who are underage and senior citizens allowed as well. So yes, thank you so much SM Cinema for inviting us here to experience the first drive-in cinema in Metro Manila, because of course they already did this in Pampanga, I think over a month ago, and I'm glad that at least we have something like this here in Metro Manila. Once again, it's a beautiful sight here in SM Mall of Asia, and we miss this. I have not seen a movie, a proper movie in a movie house since February, I think. So I'm so fortunate and I'm so excited to be here to experience this. And of course, we will tell you more about our experience later on. Hopefully, it's going to be a great experience. Bye, guys.
Order po ma'am, one movie sa po.
With sabo. Tapos yung isa wala. So there's a menu right here. And then you pick, and then there's contact, the number to place your order. And then there's instructions on how you have to put it. You have to text the number and then your slot number. So which us were C15, and then the sedan, the vehicle type. Yeah. And then customer name, and then the order and quantity.
So easy. So, mabilis lang, no? Wow. And you don't have to leave your car.
Yeah, everything's served.
Feeling sir ngayon.
Wow, I'm so excited to be here, and syempre I feel also so very fortunate. Syempre it's the first in Metro Manila, and also only the second in the Philippines, diba? So I'm glad that I'm part of this new and unique experience for us Filipinos, especially during this time.
Pang-de-stress na rin.
Oo naman. Everyone else planning to visit SM MOA and watch a movie here at SM Cinemas Drive-In. So the movie just ended, and they're making an announcement that cars on row B and row C to exit first. So this is how they're organizing the exit process for the vehicles here, because it's not a normal cinema. Of course, we have vehicles instead of people going around this huge parking lot.
Ganun talaga na.
So natapos na natin ang this very stressful movie called Peninsula Train to Busan 2, and none of that happened in Busan. It was more like a car chase in Incheon. One of the requirements is that we fill out this contact tracing form, and we are going to surrender this to the guard, and that's what's happening right now. So Jade is going to hand over the form that we filled out. Salamat! Whew. So I just got home from my first drive-in cinema experience at the SM Mall of Asia, and I think I have 3 general observations. Number 1 is that the picture quality is not so good, and it's because the area around the concert grounds of MOA is really bright. I think that the area in general should just be very dark, so that is the only thing that you see, and that was sorely lacking in this case because there was construction ongoing behind the screen, and the buildings were very well lit on the left, and the Ferris wheel was actually very visible on the right. So yes, I think that at the very least they should have turned off the lights around the area. Number 2, I mean, your appreciation of the movie would also depend on the quality of the sound inside your car. So you tune in on the frequency in the radio and you listen to the dialogue, the sound of the movie from your car. So we were lucky because Janice's Suzuki Vitara had really good sound, surround sound. But yeah, if you have an older car model, I guess the experience would have been very different. And number three, I think is the clincher. I think that this setup, this drive-in cinema setup, is just ideal for two people, because if you bring a car and there are four persons in the car, unless you have a convertible, the people at the back won't really appreciate the movie as much as those who are seated in front. Because in my case, since I was at the back, I had to frequently like duck and just like steal a peek at the screen in front of us. There were times that I would only see the subtitles, really, because it's the design of the car that was the problem. I mean, I can't blame the vehicle for that. And also, part of the windshield of the car was tinted, so like half of the movie picture was darker than the lower half. So that was a bit funny, but really, I was like literally watching the movie like this. And of course, now my left shoulder hurts a bit. So yes, it's a very unique and very, very different cinematic experience. I think it's not for everyone. There were a lot of vehicles that left even before the movie finished. I'm not sure. I don't know the reasons why they left. In my case, would I go watch a movie again? If I get to sit in front, yes, I would do it again. But I think that I would rather wait for regular cinemas to open. I don't mind paying a premium so that we get to be socially distant and physically distant from each other while we watch a movie. So those are my thoughts about my first drive-in cinema experience here in the Philippines, which is brought to us, of course, by SM Cinemas. I watched Train to Busan 2 Peninsula at the SM Mall of Asia concert grounds, and it was all right. Once again, thank you to everyone who made this possible, and thank you to my friends for joining me. Bye.